The most bizarre way people try to cheat death. Yeah. If you're watching on the YouTube and shit, go to the Twitch.
Brian Johnson is a tech entrepreneur who sold his company Braintree to PayPal in 2013 for $800 million. He used the money to start a program called Blueprint, built to reverse his aging. He spends about $2 million a year on it. He is the subject of the 2025 Netflix documentary Don't Die. Johnson hired over 30 doctors. They test his blood, scan his organs, track his body fat, analyze his stool, and monitor his nighttime erections using a device worn on his...
What? Whoa. They monitor every time his dick gets hard while he's sleeping? This nigga's wildin'.
Body fat, analyze his stool, and monitor his nighttime erections.
And they got the doctors checking his shit, bro.
Using a device worn on his penis while he sleeps. Every reading feeds into a system that tells Johnson what to eat, when to sleep, and how to move. He wakes at 4:30 a.m. and takes 111 pills before...
111 pills cannot be good for you, bro. I don't care how scientific it is to take 101 pills every morning. 101 pills every morning cannot be good for you.
Breakfast. The diet is 2,250 calories of mostly blended vegetables eaten before 11 a.m. He has followed whatever the system tells him for over 6 years.
Bro, the system could tell him to kill himself and he'd probably do that shit.
In April 2020...
In GTA 5, of course, Switch. In GTA 5.
23, Johnson had his 17-year-old son Tal...
Bro, fuck Grok, bro. Grok is ass. Grok is bottom 3. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Grok is actually ass. I don't know why anyone's using Grok, realistically.
Hooked up to...
Other than to troll, Grok is ass.
...a machine to extract his blood plasma. That plasma was injected into Johnson. Johnson then gave his own plasma to his 70-year-old father. After 6 rounds, Johnson tested the results. No benefits found. He stopped doing it. Johnson is 48. He claims his body ages at 0.69 years for every calendar year, meaning for every 12 months that pass, his body only ages about 8 months. His doctors say his fitness matches the top 1.5% of 18-year-olds. He does over 100 treatments at the same time. No one, including his 30 doctors, can tell him which ones are working. Serge Voronov. Serge Voronov was a Russian-born surgeon working in Paris.
Bro, what is back?
Serge Voronov.
Is that a monkey? How the monkey got his dick out?
Serge Voronov was a Russian-born surgeon working in Paris in the 1920s. He believed people aged because their sexual organs wore
same difference
out, and that grafting young tissue onto old ones could reverse it. He started with animals, then...
So he thought people died because their dick expired or the pussy expired. That nigga's tweaking.
Moved to humans. Voronov sliced thin strips from the testicle of a chimpanzee and stitched them directly onto the testicles of an aging man. He charged 10,000 francs per operation.
10,000? 12 bands? That nigga's wildin'.
The patients were mostly millionaires. They said they felt sharp.
I didn't want to know that. I wasn't asking, bro.
Saw better, and that their sex drive came back. He even did the operation on his own brother. By the early 1930s, he had done over 500 of these operations in France alone. To keep up with demand, he set up a chimpanzee breeding farm on the Italian Riviera. Newspapers across Europe covered him. Wealthy men traveled from around the world.
Surely this is animal abuse, right? This has to be animal abuse.
For the surgery. Novelty ashtrays appeared showing monkeys covering their genitals with the words, "No, Voronov, you won't get me." In one experiment, he put a human ovary inside a female monkey and tried to get the animal pregnant with human sperm.
What? That nigga's actually like bugging like shit. What the fuck? What? Why? I swear some scientists be doing shit just for the sake of doing it, bro. Cause what?
It failed. Researchers later looked at the tissue under a microscope. They found the same thing every time: scar tissue. The chimpanzee cells had been destroyed by the body on contact. They never made any hormones. 500 men had paid to have dead animal parts stitched onto their testicles.
Like, top dollar to get dead animal parts stitched onto your nutsack. Like, wow.
Voronov died in 1951 at 85. By then, no one took his work seriously. Qin Shi Huang. Qin Shi Huang became the first emperor to unify China in 221 BCE. He took the throne at 13. He built the early Great Wall and created one system of writing and money for the whole country. But he was afraid of dying. He
Okay.
banned the word death.
What? That was some good ass ice cream. That was pretty good. But so this nigga was so scared of dying, and he genuinely banned the word death. Man, his fucking ass. Say that shit one more time, bro. And that mod is gone.
Anyone who said it in front of him could be killed.
Nah, I'm
At the
chilling.
same time, he ordered the construction of a tomb. It took 39 years and 700,000 workers.
Okay.
Inside, rivers were filled with liquid mercury. Around it, 8,000 life-sized clay soldiers stood guard. He sent an alchemist named Shu Fu across the sea with 3,000 young men and women to find a mythical island called Mount Panglai, where
Oh shoot. This is the plot of Hell's Paradise.
a tree of deathlessness supposedly grew. Shu Fu never came back. Neither did anyone he took with him.
But this is the plot of Hell's Paradise. I recognize the story.
Deathlessness supposedly grew.
This is
Shu
tough.
Fu never came back. Neither did anyone he took with him. When the
Damn.
search failed, the emperor turned to his court alchemists. They made him pills from cinnabar, a bright red mineral that contains mercury. Alchemists believed mercury had special powers because it shifted between solid and liquid, which they took as proof that death could be reversed. The emperor took the pills every day for
And he
years.
died.
Over
He died.
time, he became paranoid and violent. He stopped appearing in public. He died in 210 BCE at 49. The cause was almost certainly the mercury he had been
Mercury
swallowing to
poisoning,
stay
bro.
alive. Modern soil tests around the tomb still show dangerous levels of mercury over 2,200
bro.
years later.
2,000 years later, it still got mercury poisoning and shit. He's an idiot, bro. You know, if that's 2,000 years later, imagine what was happening right when it was put there, bro. Niggas was dying off just smelling that shit.
Eben Byers.
What
Eben
the-
Byers, over 2,200
Why
years
did you
later.
try to flash it away like
Eben-
that shit wasn't
Eben
there?
Byers.
What the fuck is that? What is that? What the fuck? Yo, nigga, is that a fucking creepypasta? What the fuck? What is that? Oh, hell nah, bro. What?
Eben Byers was a wealthy Yale graduate and amateur golf champion. In 1927, he fell from his bunk on a train and hurt his arm. A doctor
Okay.
recommended a product called Radithor. It
Yeah, obviously, I know it's a real photo, but what the fuck?
was distilled water with radium, a radioactive substance dissolved in it. Byers tried it and felt better. Not just his arm. He said he felt younger, sharper, full of energy. He started drinking 3 bottles a day.
Yeah, like, bro, why is he even, bro? This nigga's an idiot. This nigga went to Yale and he doesn't know this shit is fucking radioactive and this shit could kill him.
Every day for nearly 3 years. An estimated 1,400 bottles
cooked,
total.
bro.
He sent cases to his girlfriends.
Oh, yeah, nigga finna end up like Marie Curie, bro. It's over.
Some went to his racehorses. By 1931, his jaw had started to fall apart.
What the fuck? That nigga's jaw was really falling apart in real time.
Holes were forming in his skull. His teeth were falling out. All but 6 were gone. The radium had been building up in his bones for years, eating through them from the inside.
This nigga's an idiot, bro. And and to be honest, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad, bro. They're genuinely just downing radium by the pint like it's lean or some shit. Just downing that joint like it's straight up water. I don't feel bad.
Died. He died in 1932 at 51. His body was so radioactive that he had to be buried in a lead-lined coffin. When
Like,
scientists
bro.
dug him up 33 years later, his bones were still giving off
This shit is still radioactive to this day. Cooked.
radiation. The Wall
Yeah, nigga, yes they did. Yes they did, bro. Yes they did, bro.
Street Journal ran the
They had to have. There's no way they didn't know, bro.
headline. The radium water worked fine until his jaw came off. Byers was not alone in the radium craze. During the same period, companies sold radioactive toothpaste,
You know what? Maybe they didn't, bro. Maybe they didn't, bro. Maybe they didn't know it was radioactive, bro. Maybe they didn't, bro. They was selling radioactive toothpaste, bro. They was really trying to kill niggas, bro. Never mind.
radium suppositories, and a device called the radioendocrinator. It was a small pad laced with radium, designed to be worn inside a jockstrap pressed against the scrotum. It sold for $1,000. Modern testing shows it gives off about 1,000 times the radiation of a radium watch.
Hell nah.
John Brinkley. John Brinkley was a doctor in Milford, Kansas, whose medical degree came from a fake school.
A fake school.
In 1918, a farmer walked into
How does a fake school give you a medical degree? What the
this,
hell?
whose medical degree came from a fake
So they got a nigga walking around with a fugazi medical degree. Oh hell no,
school.
bro.
In 1918, a farmer walked into his office complaining that he had lost his sex drive. Brinkley looked
hell
out the
no.
window at a goat and had an idea. He cut the testicles from the goat and put them into the farm.
What?
Brinkley looked out the window at a goat and had an idea. He cut the testicles from
So that's the first thing you think of.
the goat and put them into the farmer's scrotum. A year later, the farmer's wife gave birth to a baby boy. They named him Billy. Word spread. Brinkley began doing the operation full time, telling men it would make them young again.
No. No, nigga.
He charged $750 each
Boy, and these
and
niggas
treated
is,
up to 50 patients
these niggas is asking for top dollar to do this bullshit to niggas, bro.
a week. Unlike Voronov, who used thin slices, Brinkley put whole goat testicles directly into the scrotum.
Whole goat testicles directly into your asshole, nigga. Like, wow.
He told
No, I'm not trying that shit. Are you tweaking? Your Valentino's trying to make me die, nigga. God forbid. Are you smoking dick? Hell no.
patients it could cure anything from a
No.
dead sex drive to mental illness.
Mental illness. So putting a goat nut sack in my asshole is gonna make me recover from mental illness? Yeah, bro, for sure. It sound cool.
He
It
bought
sound
12
cool.
Cadillacs and 3 yachts.
So this nigga just got rich off that
Anything
shit.
from a dead sex
Nigga turned into
drive
Elon Musk
to mental
for putting nut sacks
illness.
into people.
He bought
bro.
12
12 Cadillacs.
Cadillacs and 3 yachts.
3 yachts.
Then the American
They replace your same difference, bro.
Medical Association pulled his license. Brinkley's response was to
Damn, they found out bro had a fugazi
run
license.
for governor of Kansas so he could change the laws that shut him down. He nearly won. When that failed, he built a
almost
radio
won.
station across the border in Mexico with a signal of 1 million watts, the most powerful in the world at the time. He used it to sell goat testicle surgery to listeners
What?
across North and South America. The Kansas Medical Board eventually looked into his patient records. They found 42 death certificates
42 deaths, bro. He was killing people by the pound, bro.
connected to his practice. Brinkley spent his final years buried in lawsuits. He died bankrupt in 1942 at 56.
I hope so.
Wiley Brooks. Wiley Brooks is an American man who claims
Bro, why is there a black person on here, bro?
he
Oh
has
my
not
God.
needed food to survive since 1983.
What?
Wiley Brooks is an American man who claims he has not needed food to survive since 1983. He calls his practice breatharianism. The idea is that if you stop eating and learn to take in energy from light
Bro, why does it gotta be a black man who introduces this dumbass idea into the world, bro?
and air instead, you can live forever. He
You can live forever by take. Holy shit!
started the Breatharian Institute of America and began charging people to
Like
learn
niggas really teaching photosynthesis on humans, nigga.
how. Workshop prices ranged from $100,000 to $1 million.
$100,000 to a male? What type of blatant ass scam is that? To be honest, sometimes, bro, when I see somebody like really falling for like scams like these, I just be like, I don't even feel bad, bro. Like realistically, you low-key deserve to get scammed. Some people just really deserve to get scammed. 100K to 1 mil to teach you how to do photosynthesis. Like if y'all niggas not been in school before,
billion. At one point, he listed a package on his website for $50 billion.
50
In the 19
$50 billion? Who are these people? Elon Musk?
1980s, Brooks went on television to promote his teachings. He looked healthy, spoke clearly, and told audiences he had gone years without eating solid food.
Watch whole time behind everyone's back, bro. Bro's eating Popeyes chicken sandwiches and McDonald's McChickens behind everyone's backs, bro. Watch.
People paid to attend his events. Then he was spotted at a fast
I knew it, bro. I knew it. Oh my. I literally called it. Bro, I'm the GOAT. I literally called it in real time, bro. I called it. Like, I literally called it, bro. I watched it happen, bro. I'm too goated, bro. I can tell, bro. You can never scam me. I'm too tough. I'm too intellectual. I'm too tapped in. I'm on a whole different plane. You're not clocking it because I'm on a whole different level. I'm never getting scammed, bro. I'm too tapped in, bro. Like you literally cannot get me with a scam, bro. I literally told you he's eating McDonald's behind everyone's backs, bro. Like they're literally watching him chop down this fucking McChicken, bro. McChicken with all the added extras, bro. Big Mac, bro. Look at him chopping that shit down, gang.
Fast food restaurant. Reporters found
Like,
people
bro,
paid to attend his events. Then he was spotted at a fast food restaurant.
Like,
Reporters
bro.
found him at a 7-Eleven buying a Slurpee and a hot dog.
Like Slurpee and a Glizzy, of course.
On another occasion, he was seen leaving a McDonald's. Brooks did not deny it. He said a McDonald's double quarter pounder with cheese was one of the only foods that could put a person in line with what he called the base frequency of a fifth dimensional universe.
Is this nigga real? What the fuck? Is this nigga a real person?
Foods that could put a person in
He said a McDonald's quarter pounder is the only thing that can put niggas on a whole different frequency. So of all things in the entire world, a McDonald's quarter pounder, that's the one thing. Yeah, this nigga go to hell. He's going to hell. Like there is
He
no
said
other
a McDonald's double quarter pounder with cheese was
double quarter pounder with
one of the
cheese.
only foods that could put a person in line
And niggas was believing this shit. There's no
with what
way,
he called
bro.
the base frequency of a fifth dimensional universe.
Fifth dimensional
The Diet
universe.
Coke had to come with it.
The Diet Coke had to come with it. This nigga's bullshitting, bro. He's bullshitting, bro. He's like, oh my god, and niggas is falling for this shit too. Holy shit. How do you fall for this malarkey and bullshit?
Brooks said the two together created an energy that let the body go.
So if you take a Diet Coke and a double quarter pounder with cheese, you turn it to the motherfucking Avatar. Yeah, bro, it sounds
without
good,
any
bro.
other food. At least 5 people have died following
5 people died trying to do photosynthesis, bro. Holy
breatharian
shit.
teachings from different leaders around the world.
Holy
Brooks is
shit.
still alive. He still runs the
That nigga is still alive doing that bullshit.
Breatharian Institute.
Oh my
His
god.
website still lists workshops. The $50 billion package is no longer on it. The Jiajing
You'll try it next time and tell me how it goes. You know, one day we gotta try that on stream, bro. One day, next time I go to McDonald's, bro, I'll make sure I'll bring y'all niggas with me and I'll do the double quarter pounder with cheese, Diet Coke, and see if it transforms me into the motherfucking Avatar and I get powers and shit. Yeah, bro.
Emperor. The Jiajing Emperor took the throne of China at 13. He ruled the
Okay.
Ming dynasty for 45 years.
Type
For most
shit.
of that time, he was trying to live forever. He turned to Taoist
Mm.
priests who told him
Oh, the Taoist niggas, the Hell's Paradise niggas? Nah, them niggas is tough, ain't gonna lie. Them niggas
They could make
especially in the anime, they was going crazy, I'm not gonna lie.
records from the time say the emperor and his chief advisor gathered 960 teenage girls and locked them
Damn.
inside the palace.
What?
The girls were fed nothing but mulberry leaves and rainwater so their
Okay.
menstrual blood could be collected. That blood was mixed with mercury, arsenic, and lead to make a liquid
So we're just making mystery juice.
the emperor drank every day. The
So
priests
nigga was really out here drinking period blood mixed with bullshit.
also demanded tens of pounds of gold dust for their rituals. In 1542, 16 palace women tried to strangle him in his sleep using a hemp rope. The knot slipped. He survived after being found unconscious for 8 hours. All 16 were executed by lingqi,
Damn.
a method where the body is cut apart piece by piece while the person is still alive. After the
Really, bro, nigga, that's them, bro. That's not my body, bro.
attack, the emperor abandoned the Forbidden City and moved to a private complex of palaces and Taoist temples designed to look like the mythical land of immortals. Court meetings stopped. So did contact with officials. The experiments continued.
So they just kept doing that bullshit.
Officials who spoke against any of it were tortured or killed.
Damn.
The borders weakened. Mongol raiders reached Beijing. Pirates hit the coast.
How do you lose 18-1, bro? Them niggas were just ass, ain't gonna lie.
He died in 1567 at 59. The
Damn.
mercury had been building in his body for decades. Diane de Poitiers. Diane de
fuck?
Poitiers was the mistress of King Henry II of France.
Okay.
She was almost 20 years older than him. In a court full of younger women trying to replace her, she held her position for decades. The king
Damn.
signed his letters
She
with
kind of like Ice Spice, gang.
younger
Hold
women
up.
trying to replace her.
She look a little bit like Ice Spice, bro. Thought I was feeling you, type
She
shit.
held her position for decades. The king signed his letters with both their names. He trusted her over his own wife, Catherine de
Damn.
Medici. In her 60s, Diane still looked young. A historian who met her
Okay.
6 months before her death said her skin was white and smooth, and her hair was as fine as silk. She swam in cold water every morning and rode horses daily. Every
Okay.
day, Diane drank a liquid made with gold. Her
A gold liquid gold.
doctors had told her that because gold never rusts or breaks down, drinking it could stop the body from aging. She did this for years. In 1559, Henry died in a jousting accident.
Damn.
Catherine de' Medici immediately forced Diane out of court. She spent her last 7 years in a castle Henry had given her. She kept
Okay.
drinking the gold. She died in 1566 at 66. In 2009, French scientists examined her remains. They found gold in her hair at 500
Gold in her hair?
times the normal level. Her
What
hair had
the
turned
fuck?
golden from the metal.
Her hair had turned golden? Damn, that's low-key not even bad method. If I was to really drink liquid gold every day for like a year, my shit would dead ass turn gold. That's low-key not even bad trades, but I'll do it.
Her bones had been breaking down from
I'm trolling. Don't do it. Don't do that. That is dumb as fuck. Don't do that shit, please.
inside. The scientists said the gold was the most likely cause of her death. The pale
Yeah,
white
but that's what I'm saying. Don't do that. That was a joke. I'm not actually gonna go drink liquid gold. Don't do that shit. That's dumb as fuck.
skin that made her famous at court was a sign of gold poisoning.
Damn.
Brown-Séquard. Charles Edouard Brown-Séquard was a 72-year-old scientist in Paris. In 1889, he crushed the testicles of dogs and guinea pigs and
Why? Well, why? But it's like why? Like I get your scientists and shit, but it's like why? Why are we doing this realistically? Like we're like
scientist in Paris. In 1889, he crushed the testicles of dogs and guinea pigs into a liquid, mixed in blood and semen from the same animals,
you're fucking disgusting, nigga. What are you doing?
and injected it into his own body.
And he was injecting that shit into his veins? One thing I've noticed over the course of this video is the fact that niggas will genuinely do anything. And I mean anything. If it means they'll live longer. They might live longer. Not even they will live longer. They might live longer. Because what type of reasoning makes you mix semen and testicle juice together and put it into a syringe and genuinely inject it into your veins?
He did this 10 times over 3 weeks.
10 times over 3 weeks.
He believed it would make him young again. He then stood before a room.
What is his reasoning behind it, though? At least with the other ones, they had some type of reasoning, even though some of them was stupid reasoning. But what is his reasoning behind this one, bro?
Of scientists and told them what happened. His stamina had gone up and his bowel movements improved.
What?
His stream of urine, he said, had grown longer and more forceful. He presented it as a major discovery. He gave the formula away for free so any doctor could use it. The room took him seriously. Within months, over 12,000 doctors across Europe
12,000 doctors
began giving the same injections to their patients. In the United States, a baseball pitcher named Pud Galvin took the fluid before a game for the Pittsburgh Alleghenies and threw a shutout, meaning the other team never scored. He became the first athlete in history to take a drug to boost his performance. The drug was crushed dog testicles. Brown-Séquard introduced the idea that testicles held the secret to youth. Voronoff and Brinkley took it further. Scientists later...
Oh, so he's the one who started that bullshit. That's why the other niggas was doing the... So he's the one who started that bullshit.
Recreated his formula. The amount of testosterone in it was 10,000 times too low to do anything to the human body. Everything Brown-Séquard and those 12,000 doctors saw in their patients was the placebo effect.
Placebo, straight placebo,
died in
bro.
1894, 5 years after his announcement. He was 76.
Idiot,
Bart Hughes. Bart Hughes was a Dutch man.
What the fuck? Oh, hell no.
Announcement. He was 76. Bart
What the fuck? What is that nigga doing? Is he butt naked?
Hughes. Bart Hughes was a Dutch man who believed he knew why the brain ages. His theory was that when a baby is born, the skull has soft openings that let blood flow freely to the brain. As the skull hardens and closes during childhood, that blood flow drops. The brain gets less oxygen. It slows down. Aging begins. Hughes decided to open his back up. In 1965, he took a dentist's drill and bored a hole into his...
This nigga's... Oh my god. So you thought it was a good idea to get a dentist drill and drill a hole through your fucking skull? You can't even feel bad for him. You can't. It's mental illness. You can't feel bad for him. Let him do it.
He did it at home with no medical help. The whole thing was filmed. He believed the hole would let more blood reach his brain, keeping it in a younger state for the rest of his life. Afterward, he said he felt a permanent high. His thinking was clearer. He spent years trying to get the medical world to take the procedure seriously. They did not.
Bro. He was able to live?
He spent years
I thought he would die on the spot.
Trying to get the medical world.
How was he even able to walk? I thought he'd die at least like a day after, bro.
To take the procedure seriously. They did not. 5 years after Hughes, A British woman named Amanda Fielding did the same thing to
She
herself.
did the same thing and she filmed it. Oh my god.
He also filmed it.
Clout was a crazy drug.
She then ran for a seat in the British Parliament, twice. Both times, she wanted the government to offer the procedure for free through the public health system. She lost
What?
both elections. There is no evidence that drilling into a healthy skull does any good. It leaves a permanent weak spot in the bone that can lead to infection or brain damage.
Like,
Hughes
word,
never
bro.
stopped believing it worked. He died in 2004 at 70. Bukai
What the fuck? Oh hell no! Run that back. What the fuck?
believing it worked. He died in 2004 at 70. Bukai
What the fuck is that, nigga? That nigga look like a zombified Michael Jackson, bro. Thriller ass Michael Jackson. What the fuck?
Bukai was a
He ass nigga. What the
Buddhist monk
fuck?
in northern Japan. In 1903, he completed a ritual that had been banned by the emperor 24 years
What did he
earlier.
do?
It was called Sokushinbutsu.
What
The
fuck is
goal was to
Sokushin
turn his
Jutsu?
body into a preserved object that would never rot.
Oh, he was trying to turn his body into a fucking cursed object. Nigga thought he was Sukuna,
He was the
bruh.
last person to do it. The process took about 3,000 days. For the first 1,000, Bukai ate only nuts, seeds, and berries while exercising to burn off every bit of body fat. During the next 1,000, the diet dropped to tree bark and pine needles. Toward the end, he began drinking tea made from the sap of the urushi tree, which has the same poison found in poison ivy. Over months,
What
it
shit?
dried out his body from the inside and made his flesh toxic to bugs. In the last stage, Bukai was sealed inside a stone chamber barely bigger than his body, 3 meters underground. He had a small air tube and a bell. Each day, he rang the bell once. The other monks listened. When the bell stopped, the air tube was removed. The tomb stayed sealed for another 1,000 days. When they opened it, his body had dried into a mummy. He had succeeded. The mummy can still be seen. Of about
So what's the point of it, bro? The point is to fucking die? Like, is the point to turn into a cursed object? Or like what is the point? Is the point to turn into a cursed object and come back 1,000 years later like Sukuna? Or is the point just to die and have like a little like memorial type thing of your body? Like, what?
100 monks who tried this over the centuries, only 16 to 24 made it. X-rays of some who failed found river stones in their stomachs. They
What
had
the
been eating
fuck?
rocks in the dark, underground.
They've
Still,
been eating rocks?
some who failed found river stones in their stomachs. They had been eating rocks in the dark,
Like,
underground,
bro.
still ringing the bell. Alexander Bogdanov. Alexander Bogdanov was a Russian doctor and one of the original Bolsheviks who helped build the Soviet Union alongside Lenin. He also wrote
Okay.
science fiction. In the 1920s, he started to believe that swapping blood between young and old people could reverse aging. He called it
Okay.
physiological collectivism. The idea was that Soviet citizens would share blood the way they shared labor, and nobody would grow old. He tested it on himself. Over several years, he did 11 transfusions using blood from younger people. After each one, he said he felt better. His eyesight got sharper. His hair stopped falling out. Friends told him he looked 10 years younger.
Yo, grown ass man, by the way.
In 1926, he opened the Institute for Hematology and Blood Transfusions in Moscow. It was the first place in the world
I think
built for blood science. Even
But at least this makes more sense than the other bullshit niggas was doing. Niggas was sticking goat shit up their assholes and niggas was injecting semen and penis juice up their shit.
Lenin's sister took part in his program. Others lined up to join. Bogdanov believed he had found the answer.
Nah, I think that they're still using the same like blood types and shit.
In
I don't think
April
they're that stupid.
1928, he did his 12th transfusion. He swapped blood with a 21-year-old student. The student had malaria and
Oh, the nigga had malaria. See, that's also one of the fucking reasons why you probably shouldn't do that shit. You gotta test first, bro. You gotta make sure niggas don't got nothing crazy.
tuberculosis. Nobody knew. The student who got Bogdanov's healthy blood made a full recovery.
But the other nigga died. Bogdanov, he died.
He lived into the 1980s. Bogdanov got worse quickly. He died 2 weeks later at 54. In his final hours, he refused medical help. Instead, he began writing down his own symptoms as they got worse. His pulse, his temperature, how his skin was changing color. He kept recording until he died.
It's the video for me. If you're watching on the YouTube, bro, you better make sure you like and subscribe, bro. We need those. We're trying to build a community around here. Pull it to the Twitch, bro. We always be live and shit. Even if you got the stream tabbed out, not even in chat for real, that doesn't matter, bro. You can still watch off the live stream. For me, it's all chill. Check out the TikTok as well. We do got clips on there.